especially the Draconian materials. When I think of the bas-reliefs alone, treasures chiseled off their original homes to decorate the walls of that hulk he calls an ancestral estate, and probably smuggled onto our shores, I tell you I could weep. The Archean government would never have given him permission to search the Kharja if they'd had the slightest clue he would find anything of value there. Now he is in possession of what the papers insist on calling the greatest archaeological find since the Watcher's Heart. I'll lay odds he bought that coverage himself, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. I cannot decide whether it would be better or worse if he had any facility at all for languages. Such knowledge would give him a greater appreciation for what he has found. On the other hand, he would probably undertake to study the inscriptions himself and undoubtedly make a botch of it, for he has not the dedication to do it well. As it stands, Lord Gleinleigh is so jealous of his find that I had to argue with him for hours before he would even let me see the whole of it, rather than a few scattered tablets. Never mind that I cannot possibly be expected to deliver a well-informed judgment on the material if I have no information to judge from. But I finally convinced him, and so here is the long and short of it. The cache consists of 271 tablets or fragments thereof. Some of those fragments likely belong together. There are at least 3 pairs I'm certain of, but a great many more that would require further examination. If I had to guess, the final count would be closer to 230. Their condition is highly variable, though it's unclear how much of that is due to botched conservation. Credit where it is due, Gleinleigh did have the sense to attend to that right away, so we hopefully shouldn't see any more salt damage. But some of the tablets are fairly weathered, from their burial, I imagine, and a few have suffered extensive surface crumbling, which I fear will make decipherment of those sections difficult, if not impossible. In terms of subject matter, they're an assortment, and I didn't have enough time to do more than a quick assessment. Some queen lists, a few carved into limestone that look to be royal decrees, quite a lot that appear to be completely prosaic tax records. I sometimes think the literary production of Draconian civilization was 50% tax records, if not more. But as for the rest, yes, the rumors are true, or at least I think they are. 14 of the tablets are shaped to a uniform size and thickness, with what looks like the hand of the same scribe at work on them. They seem to form a continuous text, judging by the notably archaic nature of the language. It's riddled with obsolete signs, which made assessing anything quite a challenge. What little I was able to parse at a glance seems to be a narrative. Whether Lord Gleinleigh is right to call it the lost history of Draconian civilization, I cannot say without further examination, but it is unquestionably a breathtaking find. And completely wasted on such a man. However, there is hope. Given how reluctant Gleinleigh was to let me see the tablets, I thought I would have to spend months persuading him to have them translated and published. But apparently he recognizes that no one will care about what he has found 5 years from now, unless they know what it says, because he suggested translation before I could even bring it up. What's more, I have persuaded him that the dignity of his ancient name requires the greatest care and attention be given to these tablets. Your mind has already leapt in a certain direction, I'm sure, but I shall surprise you by steering you 2 generations down. I think we should recruit Audrey Camherst. In my opinion, she is easily her grandfather's equal, where knowledge of the Draconian language is concerned. Furthermore, she has the advantage of her sex. You yourself